How to control things that are uncontrollable in life. A lot can change in the air, can't it? Could we have guessed how out of control life could feel? Looking back, do you wish you'd appreciated your life more, or you wish you'd taken a different path? The pandemic has attacked every part of what it means to be human. A WHO study showed that the pandemic has disrupted or stopped critical mental health services in 93% of countries worldwide, while the demand for support increases. With a long road ahead, we need to fill our heads with good stuff to support us, not the endless bad news and devastation that stands to monopolize our lives. Welcome to Lifehack Lion, the channel that roars the secrets of life. Make sure to watch this video until the end because we don't want you to miss a thing. And if you don't know us yet, we at Lifehack Lion are specialized in creating life hack ideas, tips and tricks, content that are fun and can absolutely make your life easier. On top of the global deaths, financial stress, and isolation, the coronavirus has caused a surge of divorces in the United States, China, Britain, and Sweden. Even before the pandemic, mental health issues are a massive drain on the world economy, costing $1 trillion each year in lost productivity. So when you face something that's out of your control, what can you do? Number 1, understand that you can be suffering from a lack of control and not knowing what it's doing to you. If you experience any of the following, a lack of control could be impacting your personal and professional life, your happiness, and even your success. A need to gossip and find out what everyone else is thinking, reduced productivity at work or at home, or both. Unable to drop a subject or walk away from a discussion argument, overworking and burnout, micromanagement, illness, physical and mental exhaustion, a feeling of them and us mentality, people don't get it, defeatism, lack of creativity, a lack of interest in hobbies and chores, feeling angry and resentful, and stress. These are just some of the things that a lack of control can do to you. Number 2, ask yourself, is it really true? Start with you and what you think. It's not an easy thesis to appreciate or accept. However, the way you see the world shapes your world. So if you feel like you've no control, then that is the way the world will be. Look around you. Everything you can see started as a thought in a human's head. That screen you look at, the shape, color, design, were conscious decisions people made. It's hard to see the connection between what we think and what we get. If you've read my books, you will have read about negative spirals and positive ones. Take a moment to think about something that upsets you, that feels totally uncontrollable. Use the pandemic as your example or something personal to you. Number 3, create a mental health toolkit. I recommend people create a mental health toolkit. For me, I like learning, so to boost my own, I've learned a new practice, dialectical behavior therapy. In DBT, you'll learn the first thing to do when the things are too much for you is to REST. Relax, evaluate, set an intention, and take action. Work out something that makes you stop in your tracks. Maybe it's a song, playing hide and seek with a dog, meditation, and something else. What might it be? Something where you stop thinking. It's difficult to alter what you do if you are entrenched in what life looks like, so take a moment for you. You don't need to sit on the mountain cross-legged saying, to find a minute of inner peace. Number 4, challenge what you know to be true. Working from home has featured in many coaching sessions, often with clients stating that there's nothing I can do about this. When I hear the statement, I know that this is often the root cause of why people are experiencing issues and suffering. You need to challenge what you believe to be true. Statements like, I must work that many hours to get it all done. Everyone is stressed out. There's nothing that we can do about it. It will be better when the pandemic is over. We've just got to put up with it. There are signs that you need to challenge what you believe. You don't try to stop the sun from rising. Why? Because you know it will be out of your control. Do you try to get out of the way of a stampeding bull? Yes, but why? Because you believe you have control. These are obvious examples, but it's not always obvious. In life, the statements that take away your control are likely to be more subtle and are the statements that no one pays attention to. So learn to. Number 5, remind yourself there's another way. To change what you get, you must change what you think. So before you get to the next strategy, what do you need to be true? What do you need to believe? This is called reframing, the ability to find potential in the harshest of situations. It takes practice, but if you persevere, you can find something good in anything, and it will help you have more control of your thoughts. More control of your thoughts leads to better thoughts and better actions and results. For instance, I miss going out becomes I've saved so much money. I miss working in the office becomes I don't miss the commute and I adore having hugs from my children, partner, dog, cat in between meetings. I feel isolated becomes I am learning to appreciate my own company and the person that I am. At this stage, you don't need to believe it is true. You just need to be able to reword your thoughts. Number 6, turn your brain around. Remember that as you create solutions to the way you think and what your actions will take, your brain is going to prove you right regardless. If you say 1 plus 1, your brain proudly jumps in with 2. The disadvantage of this is that it keeps you from finding new, better ways of working since your brain wants to keep you safe, believing you've done all you can and there's nothing more that can be done. Imagine you had a magic wand that can fix the uncontrollable in any way with no restriction on cost, time, and skill. What would you do? Ask yourself questions like, and what would that give you? And why would you benefit from that? And what would that lead to? A great example of this in action was someone struggling with working from home. Working longer hours, they were exhausted and felt like quitting. Eating poorly and helping the children with their homework was the last straw. They felt like they had no life and couldn't see it changing. They held on firmly to believe that they had to wait for the pandemic to go to have their life back. This took all their control away and ensured they would be stuck for an exceedingly long time. Using this process, they joked they'd have a housekeeper, a nanny, a therapist on hand for massages, and a chef. Their bank balances wasn't suddenly the size of the rich and the famous, so this wasn't an option. However, it enabled them to see that in their life, they were making all the sacrifices and no one else's life had altered. What madness to assume you have to do it all. They started asking for help and getting the family involved, and now they work a lot less hours and even manage to stay awake in the evenings so to watch a film or read a book, which leads us into the next point. Number 7, share your goals. If you've had enough of a situation, trying to fix it on your own will always be harder. We've all heard the saying, a problem shared is a problem halved. The process of talking about something helps bring it to the front of your mind and work out what we want instead. So tell people what you need and ask for help. By now, you can see the control is not always about control, but your perception of it. When you bring everyone together to a common goal, they feel invested in it. They are more likely to persevere and keep going for each other. So don't be shy to say, on Thursdays, I need 2 hours to myself to work on yoga, gardening, me time. I need everyone to choose a night when they will cook. I need you to help me with this once a week so that I don't end up doing too much and exhausted, unable to find the time to recharge before the working week. These aren't always comfortable conversations, but they help restore a sense of control if boundaries are respected and enforced. Enforce sounds like a harsh word, however, to restore a sense of control in any environment, everyone needs to create the rules and lives by them. A team of researchers from the University of Illinois studied occupational stress and well-being. Those who have greater boundary control over their work and personal lives were better at creating a stress buffer that helped protect them from falling into a negative rumination trap. After a few weeks of questioning if the boundaries are working, don't be frightened to go through the process again and see what's working and what needs to be altered. Lastly, remember, nothing stays the same. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Lifehack Lion, and make sure to hit that notification bell icon to be the first to watch our newest videos. Thank you so much for watching, and until our next Lifehack Lion video.